We're here today at Little Rocky Glen Preserve. It's in Factoryville, Clinton Township of Wyoming County. This is a 27-acre preserve. You see the pavilion here behind me. Folks are welcome to use it, free of charge for picnics and small gatherings. It has just beautiful gorge. We don't allow swimming or diving here at Little Rocky Glen, but there are plenty of other ways to enjoy this property. Around 2001, this property was talked about being put up for sale, and neighbors and folks who have been enjoying it for generations were really concerned about it being kept private and blocked off from public access. So they actually approached the Conservancy. So we became the center point on the effort to save Little Rocky Glen. We engaged DCNR for state funding to acquire the property. We had private matching funds from local foundations and corporations. Individual donors kicked in money, and we were able to come up with enough to not only purchase the Glen, but also have a stewardship endowment fund to help take care of the Glen going forward. Because it does cost quite a bit of money for us to keep it in pristine condition. And we want it to be open to the public, and we want people to be able to enjoy it. So we have to keep replenishing those funds.
My name is Will Chamberlain, and I'm on the board of the Countryside Conservancy. Little Rocky Glen, which is maybe our premier piece of land, it's incredible, especially this morning. It's just looking at the trees and the rocks formation. It's very representative of the country in northeastern Pennsylvania, and it's what we want to preserve.
Little Rocky Glen is a stocked fishery. It's stocked actually twice a year. We do our best to make sure that some of those fish get brought down to the pavilion area, as well as up by the road under the bridge. A lot of our properties that we own or that we have easements on are located along the South Branch Tunkhannock Creek as part of our larger effort to conserve lands in the entire Tunkhannock Creek watershed. So the South Branch Tunkhannock Creek starts above Lackawanna State Park. It then enters Lake Lackawanna and then continues on down to Keystone College and passes through Little Rocky Glen before it eventually gets out to the Susquehanna River. Little Rocky Glen is just very unique in its geological features and the feel that you get when you're down in the gorge by the water with the moss-covered rock walls going up on both sides of you. It's different from almost any other location that I've seen in Northeast PA, and it just has a special energy to it that you can't miss. We even have photos of Christy Mathewson, his family getting their portraits taken down here when they had to come over on horse and buggy. I mean, it's really a storied place.
One of the original memories I had is back in the late 60s, or middle 60s. And I came up and there were a group of kids having a picnic up here, and I ran into a friend who became my first wife. And so that was very memorable. People have the opportunity to socialize, to walk through the woods, to fish, and to enjoy picnics. It's just a wonderful spot for a summer day.
Really the goal is to identify properties that have special conservation values, special meanings to the folks that have grown up using them, and are also threatened for development. And how can we preserve those properties, whether it's through a conservation easement or through outright purchase of the property, and just to protect it for future generations.
I'm very proud of the staff, and I'm also very proud of our board. Our board, we have about 23 people on our board. They're stellar. We're always trying to acquire properties. We're also trying to find people who are interested in protecting their own land, so they are willing to give us an easement on that property where we will keep it pristine forever.
We'd love to have you get involved. It's just countrysideconservancy.org. You can fill out a volunteer form, you can make donations. There's plenty of ways that you can get involved with the organization.
That's going to wrap up our visit today to beautiful Nail Park in Scranton. Plenty to do here, including the Brooks Mine Tour, Everhart Museum, coffee shop, Davis Trail. You can hike or bike. And don't forget, there are concerts every Sunday night in the summer. We want to thank the sponsors of our show, including North American Warhorse, Sickler's Bike and Sports Shop, Joe's Equipment and Supply, and Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. We'll see you next week in the great outdoors.
This has been another locally produced show by Fox 56, CW38, MyTV, and MeTV, the leading producer of local programming.